This is the Tesla Model 3 Performance, and it's the best car I've ever driven. Some of you might be asking, why is this your favorite car? I mean, I've driven Corvette Z06s, Grand Cherokee Trackhawks, Aston Martin Vantage V12, but this is still the best car. And it's because it's simple. It's because there's no hassle to do anything. You put your foot down on the floor and it just goes. And there's no need for driver skill at all. You can literally get someone who doesn't know how to drive and tell them to mash the throttle, and they will do a 3.5 seconds 0 to 60, or actually 3.2 now with the update. It's insane. The instant torque, everything about this car is just insane, minimalist, and simple, as you'll see with the interior. The car is equivalent of about 450 horsepower. I don't remember the torque number, but it is good regardless. Goes 0 to 60 in about 3.2 seconds, and like I said earlier, anybody can do it. Starting off with the exterior here, you'll see that this is the performance model because it has this little carbon fiber deck lid spoiler, which looks really nice. You have your dual motor badge with the red underline, which means performance. It used to mean ludicrous on the S and the X. You get these nice 20-inch wheels with red brake calipers and performance brakes. You don't really need to use them. The regeneration is strong enough even on performance, mountain driving, and all that stuff. Exterior-wise, it's pretty understated for performance. It also has, it's lowered by about half an inch, so it sits really low in comparison to most Model 3s. I think I have that door open, that's why it's cracked. It's not a panel gap, don't worry. But then, to the interior, starting with these GTR-style door handles, push them in the back, electronically opens to these frameless doors right here. And you'll see this has the white and black interior, the white vegan leather, which is basically just vinyl, but it's so soft. I mean, it is insanely soft and supple, as you see. And this is a great driving position. This is head level for me with the seat all the way down and back. I'm 6'3", and I have plenty of headroom, as you'll see here. Lots of headroom up here. And it's just a nice place to be. Starting here with the steering wheel, you'll have two controls that go up, down here, and then left and right. Same with the other side. Very simple. Only have two stalks, one for operating windshield wipers and one for the washers. And then you'll have, and this car is already dirty, don't worry, turn signal to lane change or turn signal to just keep it on, and then you cancel it with going down half a step, like that. And then you have the other stalk, so this is for all your different gears and whatnot. And then press the, oh, sorry. You press the N to go into park right here. And then when you're in drive, you double tap this down fast to go into autopilot. So you'd go like that to go into autopilot. Then we move over here to the massive 15-inch infotainment screen, where you can see it shows all the critical driver information right here, and then it shows navigation all the time here in either satellite or, if I can find this button here, just more of a simple Google Maps mode. I like to keep it on satellite so far. It looks good. And then it shows you live traffic as well in the city of San Diego. Here it is very busy. I'm sure LA is much worse because it's always bad there. But that's a great navigation system as well. You know, being ported with Google Maps, it's really, really impressive. And then you have down here your audio, which you can also swipe away here, but press here for audio, and you can swipe up once to get all of your options, or you can swipe up more to connect phone, for instance. Let's say you want to go to Tesla's streaming service, and then this will go through here, and then it shows top stations, and you can just go to today's hits or whatever. And then, so you get this service for a year after you buy the car for the premium interior options, not the partial premium. So that's really nice. It's great to have a streaming service from Tesla in there for you. And then also, if you look over here, you'll see this little silhouette of the Model 3. You click here, it goes to your main settings menus. You have your quick controls for your headlights, fog lights. You can adjust your mirrors and your steering wheel from these buttons on the wheel. So see, if you go like this, so you can adjust the mirror. I don't know if you can see that, it's a little bit bright out there. So that's pretty cool. I actually happen to like that. And then if you go over here to the steering wheel button, you do the same right here. So you can do that, or in and out like that. So it's a fully electric tilt telescope wheel with the wheel control for it. And then also, if you notice here, if you change any setting with your seat or whatever, then this will pop up and you can save your account here. So that's real nice. And then you also have your display brightness, so it's on 20, and then it goes all the way to 100, of course, and then down real low. I'll keep it on really high just for now for the video. Take it off of auto for a second. We can go to your light settings, more light settings. So you could do your headlights, fog lights again, the interior dome lights, and the ambient lights that are in the door pockets down there. There are some that are in the console area down here, which I'll show you later. And, you know, just little touches like that look nice. You also have your auto high beam settings, headlights after you get out of the car, which are off, and then the steering wheel lights. I don't even know what that actually means. Steering wheel lights? Oh, I guess maybe it lights the buttons right here, I think. Yeah, sorry. And then you have locks, and it shows all the different keys that have been connected to it phone-wise and through the key card, which I'll show you in a little bit. Window lock, child lock, all these different things right here. Then you're in your display, you have auto, day or night mode. I happen to really like night mode, but you know, I wouldn't use it in the daytime, but night mode looks really nice. Go back to display here, auto. Then you can put it into a screen clean mode, which I really like because this is so huge and it is a fingerprint magnet. Well, these just normal options. Driving here, set it to chill or sport. Chill it actually really is chill. If you're trying to save electricity, definitely go for chill. Steering mode, it really makes a massive difference from sport to comfort. I personally like sport a lot just because I like a really stiff steering wheel, but comfort, if you're looking for like a more floaty steering wheel feel, that's what's for you. And it actually is really good if you're trying to be a little bit smoother in your turning. Regenerative braking is standard or low. Standard is very aggressive. It took me probably an hour to even get used to regenerative braking. It's very, very aggressive, you'll notice. And there's track mode, which you have to have the car on. Actually, the car's not even on right now, and in park to turn on. Same with creep, which is on. I turned it off, but it almost like you're in neutral and a manual, where you'll just start rolling back on a hill. So I don't know why, if that's just a bug with this specific car, but I'm just going to keep it on for now. And then you have your slip start, or as some companies like Jaguar call it, the low friction launch, for if you're stuck in anything or in ice or whatever. And you have your autopilot. I had it on 1 because I was in heavy traffic yesterday, so generally I like to be on 4. I'll say I have a testimony for this. This has the full self-driving package as well as enhanced autopilot, and man, it took me through 2 hours of San Diego bumper-to-bumper traffic from Palomar Mountain all the way back to downtown with ease. It did everything perfect. So, and then you have your summon settings, speed limit warning that you can set for speed 4 collision warning, lane departure, avoidance, and then all these other settings right here. Okay, now we have navigation. So different navigation settings for like the volume, and I know plan stops at superchargers for long trips. It'll take a lot longer, but it's really cool looking and will help you on your trip. I mean, you can use third-party apps that work fine, but if you want to use the in-car one, there you go. You have your safety and security, so it's your parking brake. You can power the whole car off. Sentry mode, your speed limit again, all just random things like that. You have your service for service, and then that includes your owner's manual, which is really nice. This does not have the latest version, so you can't currently search, but if this was updated to the newest version, which is ready for an update, then you can do that. Go ahead and go back here. And then finally, software. It shows what software it's on, what build it's on, I should say, how many miles, the VIN number, and all that. And it shows your exact car, which I think is really cool. The name of it, which is Marshmallow, spelled incorrectly. I rented this on Turo, so yeah. Your update preference, and it says there's another update available, navigation update. Cool. Then right here you can open your glove box, so that's nice. Okay, I think I just hit the gimbal there, sorry. Okay, that's the whole menu. I like to go really in depth with infotainment systems, if you haven't already noticed from my other videos, so this is going to be a long one. And next you have quick controls, a few quick controls here. So you have your camera. It's only rear view, but it's really easy to park, and it's a really good quality camera, as you'll see, and you can always keep it on. So I don't really miss like a 360 camera or whatnot. You have your charging screen that shows your battery. You can set the limit of charging, which is for daily use 80% recommended. Your different charge currents that you want to use, scheduled charging, and your less supercharging, which we did at the Camino del Sur supercharger. We charged from like 20% all the way up to, I think it was 60% for $6, which is really good. And it only took about 20 minutes. Then you have the voice recognition. So let's say I want to go to nearest Starbucks. Navigate to the nearest Starbucks. And you'll see here that it'll pull up all your options here. And I don't know why it's showing the ones in Los Angeles. That's a little bit weird, but let's just say we want to go to Los Angeles. It'll take a while because it'll calculate the route with all the superchargers. But then, that was pretty quick though, because you're going to have to go to a couple superchargers. Well, actually you don't have to, but you're going to want to stop at one probably. And you could click navigate on autopilot or whatever. That is weird that it only showed the ones in Los Angeles. I haven't had that happen. Then you also have your windshield wiper, so you have more control than on the stock right here, so you can set them on different modes here, or just auto, which I don't know why they're not on auto right now. Then charging again, you have your calendar, so if you have your phone set up, it goes to your calendar, so it's not connected right now. I don't want to connect all my contacts because that'll take forever. Energy shows your average 1 hour per mile, which 285, that's impressive. I'll just say it was much higher than that yesterday. I'm not gonna say, but it was a lot higher. Then you have your web browser, which I think is really, really cool. It works pretty fast for an in-car browser, which is not really, I've never seen that before. So actually you could order a Tesla in the Tesla, which is pretty cool. And it's not, again, it's not the fastest thing in the world, but for an in-car system, it is very, very quick. And we do currently have LTE, and it's not the strongest signal though, so wouldn't be the preferable thing to order it in here, but you could. And then next month, supposedly Elon said that he's going to be adding YouTube and Netflix streaming. And then of course you have your camera again, you have your phone. So again, if I don't think my phone's connected right now, but you would have all your recent calls, your contacts, and you can dial with it right here if you had your phone connected. Oops. Oh yeah, there's another feature I want to show. So like you go to charging right here, and then you can swipe up from anywhere, and it'll go to your last app right here, and then you can swipe down. Yeah, there you go. To get it in the right spot. Then you have your toy box, which I'll show you guys in a minute, and the arcade. So you can get to that from either here in the app launcher, or you can go to the little T up here, right here, and then swipe down like that. So they've just made it a little bit easier to get to. We'll come back to that after we finish everything else with the interior. You have heated seats right here. Only heated seats in this, but I forgive it because the seats are so soft because they're not perforated. I actually am okay with it. You have your climate controls here, which this is the newest animation of it, which is really, really cool. So you could split it or decide for it to go in one place. You can, raise it up and down or whatever. And it works really, really good. If you set it all the way to the highest setting, which is 10, and it gets pretty loud in here, but not as loud as most AC systems, and it works just as good, undoubtedly. And then you can press here to change it, or you can sync it or unsync it, which I love sync buttons. Every car should have a sync button for the AC, in my opinion. I know if you're watching this, Dad, you will love that feature. And then also you have your front window defroster and your rear window defroster, so you can turn that on that, or you can also put cold air or hot air into your windshield, which is nice. And then back to the Easter eggs. So if you go here, I'll just go like this. So you can choose to do more cowbell, which if you're in autopilot, you can just hit the stalk 4 times down, and it will start playing more cowbell and turn the road in front of you rainbow. I'm not going to do that because it's very annoying and hard to turn off. And or you can use the sketch pad I can't do this upside down with my left hand, but you get the point. Then you go back up here to the toy box, Easter eggs, whatever you want to call it. And you have the whoopee cushion. This is so stupid, but I love it. You can choose what seat you want it to go to. And there's different ones too, so Falcon, heavy, ludicrous, boring. It's just, you know, this is so stupid, but it's oh my gosh, this is stupid. And then you can also do it on the turn signal, so if you turn the turn signal on. Yeah, okay, that's enough, but you get the point. And then you have the Santa mode, I guess is what it's called. So you can say ho ho ho, and then I don't know what it does actually, but I think it starts playing something. I don't want to really do anything where I have to reset the car. Then you change it to a Mars rover with this one, and it changes your car into the SpaceX Mars ship. I don't even know honestly what that is, but probably SpaceX. Then you have the romance mode or whatever. Oh my gosh, about to get loud. Puts a fireplace here, turns your seat heaters on, and puts warm air through the vents. So that's one way to do it. Can I get out of this? There we go. And then also you have the arcade, which is awesome. It's really awesome. So you have all these different games, including the new Beach Buggy Racing 2, where you literally, let me show you guys. You literally use the wheel of the car as the wheel in there, and then you also use the pedals, which I forgot to mention, these are the performance pedals that come in the performance only. So they have this nice brushed aluminum look right here. Once this loads up here. Okay, so it's your car that you're in, you know, mostly. The color, I guess, is. So that's pretty cool, and you could choose your character or whatever, and then continue here. I wanted to show this because nobody shows this. I just want to go really in-depth on it. So, it has kind of a Mario Kart vibe to it, I guess. I don't know what to call it, but see if you actually move the wheel in the car, or use the brakes in the car, it will do it in the game, which is really, really cool, actually. But that'd be really fun if you're sitting at a supercharger and you need something to do. Actually, I've already done that with the supercharger. And then that's pretty much it for the arcade area, the toy box, whatever you want to say it is. There's a few other things I want to go over in here, which are, if you swipe right here, you have your tire pressures come up when you start driving a little bit. It's been sitting for a while, so it'll take a little bit of driving. How much you've gone since your last charge, and what hours per mile you've used. Then you can open the trunk, you can open the frunk, or you can open the charge port from here, which is pretty cool. Also shows what gear you're in up here. You can lock and unlock the doors here. And actually it locks and unlocks the frunk and the trunk as well, which is nice. Shows the time, the temperature, 70 degrees here in San Diego. It's so much nicer than Texas. Have your profile, which I just have on demo right now. Sentry mode, dash cam, home link for your garages, your satellite, your cellular signal, which is good LTE right now, and then Bluetooth, when it's connected, it'll be white. So that's it for the infotainment screen. I'll get on to the rest of the interior now. When you get into the Model 3, you'll be greeted by this beautiful, just polarizing white and black interior, this huge open top here. Of course, you can't open and close it because it's just a solid pane of glass, but regardless, it's still really nice. You have this nice white, I guess I don't know. I think it's ceramic on the dash. I don't know if it's ceramic. I heard people say it's ceramic, though it probably isn't, though. And then you also have a lot of storage space down here. So press here. This is a really, really deep console. I have some GoPro stuff in here, and then the adapter right here for charging at the hotel, which I did. I did not do that right. Oh, okay, let me go that. There we go. It'd be nice to the magnet. Then you have docking for your phone here. You can put your USB for Sentry mode and dash cam right there. Close all this up. You can also get a wireless charging pad from aftermarket companies or Tesla for here now, which I would definitely go for. So it looks nice and clean. Everybody talks about how many scratches this gets. And this has been a rental, and I don't see any scratches. It's a little dirty, but regardless, I don't see any scratches. Nice size cup holders here. And then you have this nice console space here. So this is just the top partition that you can take in and out of my wallet and then stuff in a pin. Then it gets this really, really deep console for a sedan. This is crazy. Let's put that here like that. Then you can close that back up here. This nice supple armrest here. It's nice and soft. And then you also, in the door pockets, you have a good amount of storage here. And then you can put a huge bottle right here, and it's totally fine. Pretty much the only other buttons in this car are the window switches, and then this, it's not really a button, but you have the emergency release for the door, which I want to demonstrate because it, since it doesn't put the window down, since they're frameless, it could mess up the trim, so I don't want to do that. And then you also have here the visors, which have nice LED lights. They look a little bit warmer on camera, but they're pretty white. It has this kind of like I don't know if you've ever seen those iPad cases or whatever that have this, but that's what it's like. It's what it feels like. I don't know how good it is at really deflecting the sun, but it's pretty good actually. It melds to the top too. It's a little bit curved, as you can see here. You have your hazards up here, and you have a couple of lights up here that softly go in and out. It's kind of nice. And then we'll get on to the back seats. So the door's a little bit open, like I might have mentioned earlier, so there's no panel gap or anything. So this is with the seat all the way back and leaned back pretty good. I'm 6'3", so that's the most comfortable position for me in the driver's seat. You wouldn't have all that much room, but I could definitely scoot up and still be very comfortable. And then it's the same here with the white and black door pockets and all that. And if we go around to the other side here, I'm actually going to show you this first. So if you go here in the passenger seat in the front, so I've adjusted the seat to where I can literally, as you can see, stretch my legs out fully and be very comfortable up here. And then I can go back here. And I can sit back in the back very, very comfortably as well. So the seat's almost all the way back at the moment, and I still have adequate room. Very comfortable. A lot of people complain about the high floor. I don't really feel like it's a problem at all. It actually just allows for the no transmission tunnel, allows for this to be flat back here too, which is nice. I have a surprising amount of headroom back here. If I can get it back here, sorry. Really good headroom all the way back. For, a sloping roofline sedan, this is very, very impressive headroom. If you go over here to the middle, you have a little fold down armrest here, if I can get it down. There we go. It hasn't been put down before, I bet. Fold down armrest with two good sized cup holders. And then, once again, you have this nice, really soft leather. It really feels like a marshmallow. Maybe that's why the car's named Marshmallow. Then we'll get on to the different trunks, charging, and storage. Now we'll open the front trunk here. Whoops, up. And then the rear trunk, of course, and then the charge port, all right here. So first of all, with the charge port, it's the proprietary Tesla charger. You can use the J117 adapter that comes with it. So it'll charge indicator light, and I think you can just tap it down like that, and it'll go back down. So that's nice. You have this very good sized trunk. Back here, we put two full-size roller bags. It actually looks a lot smaller on camera, as most things do. And then you have this huge under storage here, which is nice. It's very dirty back here. Again, a rental. And put this down. Now if we go around to the front here, you'll see this is also a very large front trunk for an all-wheel drive with a large front motor. This is a pretty big backpack, and it fits in here to ease. You could put some more groceries in here like we did yesterday. And then you have the light, which is also the indoor trunk release. I guess who can fit in there? Maybe a small child? I don't know. But that's still the law regardless. And then to close it, you really need two hands, but I'm just gonna do it the wrong way once. press down like that. And this car is so simple that pretty much that's the review. There's nothing much to talk about other than the sound system, which you can't really experience at home. It's very good, I'll tell you that.
Hey, slow down before you get to that truck. Oh my gosh. That is amazing. Whoa. This thing's about to scrap. How high?
And that, folks, is the Tesla Model 3 Performance, and why is the best car I've ever driven right there. Thank you for tuning in today to the video, and I hope you guys have a great day.